Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a quick comparison between the Dream X50 on the left and the Roborock Saros 10 on the right. Now both of these robot vacuum cleaners I consider premium. They're going to do a great job of vacuuming and mopping your house, but there are some differences. So just a couple things that I like about both of them. They both have LiDAR navigation. They do it a little bit different. This has a spinning LiDAR on top, and this has kind of like a starlight with some sensors. I think they both do a great job of mapping your house. And they both have a great user interface. Now, the Dream app and the Roborock app have lots of functionalities. You can see the map of your home. You can put no-go zones. You can schedule it to clean different rooms on different days. I consider that to be both the same. They both have clean water tanks and dirty water tanks. The base stations are going to clean the mop pads. Now, I do think the Saros 10R does a little bit better job of cleaning the mop pads. Now, a major difference is how thick they are. So the Saros 10R is 3.14 inches tall. This is 3.5 inches tall, so it is a little bit taller. This one can get under lower furniture and different things, but I had no problems with the Dream X50 getting under like my couch and my bed cleaning. Now another big difference is the X50 can climb over much taller thresholds. It has robotic arms that it deploys, lifts the robot up over these thresholds. And where the Saros 10R can lift its body up a little bit, it does struggle with taller thresholds. It can only do 1.5 inch thresholds, whereas this one can almost do, the Dream X50, I've done almost up to 2.5 inches. So it can do over much larger thresholds. I also think the Dream X50, its obstacle avoidance sensor on the front is a little bit better. Both of them do a really good job of avoiding most common household items. The Roborock Saros 10R does a good job, but it did struggle on some brown carpet with different obstacles. I did think the Dream X50 just does a better job with like cables, if your dog has an accident, or small items. Now, neither one of them are 100% proof. If your dog has an accident on the carpet, both of them could possibly run it over. Now, I used both of these for 3 months in my home. I didn't have hardly any problems with either one of them. They both did a great job of vacuuming. I cut open the dust bag on both of them. I like that they both have. So after about 2 to 3 months, you're just going to replace the dust bag right here. You simply just pull it out, put a new dust bag in. There's no mess with that. They both have an onboard solution tank. So you're going to put your concentrated solution in this tank, and same here. They're going to mix that solution with the clean water. And again, here's the clean water tank up here. With the water, they both robots have an internal water tank. Now they both have an internal water tank that the base stations are going to fill up with water, and then they can spray water on top of the mop pads to keep them wet while they're mopping. Both of them have that. Both of them can move a mop pad right next to the wall to clean right up next to the wall. Now, they both have this split dual design for brush rollers, but they do it a little bit different. The Dream X50 has 2 brush rollers. It's open on both ends. You've got dual brush rollers. That's good. That's to help with long hairs. Now, the Roborock does a little bit different. It's got a split in the middle, so the long hair is not going to wrap around. It's going to go to the middle. I found that both of these designs worked very well with long hair, and I had very little long hairs wrapped around. And same goes for the side brush. They both have an anti-tangle side brush. I didn't have any long hairs wrapped around either one of them. They both have a carpet sensor that they can lift the mop pads up and down right there. But they both can leave their mop pads back at the base station. So if you want this to just vacuum your carpet, they can remove the mop pads, detach them, leave them there, go vacuum your house, come back, reattach the mop pads. They both can do that. Here's those robotic arms that the X50 can deploy. They're really cool when you see them deploy, yeah. They come up, lift the robot over. This one uses chassis lift. These wheels will lift up. This will lift up in the front, and it'll kind of angle over threshold. Now, mop cleaning. I did think the Roborock Saros 10, when the base station cleans the mop pads with hot water, it spins them on this little tray. There's these little knobs right here. I think that helps get the dirt off a little bit better. Over here, the water's directed up at the mop pads when it spins them. But I did find that these needed replaced a little bit sooner, or thrown in my laundry a little bit sooner. I also like on the Roborock where this tray. So about every 2 months, month and a half, you're going to have to take this tray, take it to your sink, get this all clean and put it back. On the Dream, I did find this comes out, and I took this to my sink, but I had to manually clean this area right here, which was a little, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It's just the Roborock is so much easier. Now they both wash the mop pads with hot water, and they both, at the end of the job, the base stations are going to blow hot air onto the mop pads to dry them, to help prevent odor. I like both of these robots. If you need the slim profile, the Saros 10R is a great choice. If you need larger thresholds to go over, the Dream X50 with its robotic arms. If both of those don't matter, then better obstacle avoidance is the Dream X50, and better mop washing is the Saros 10R. I felt like it kept its mop pads cleaner, and the maintenance was a little bit easier on the Saros. I hope this comparison video helps.